I am so upset with my son right now. He broke his hand playing baseball.
You can't be mad at a kid for breaking his hand.
I am so upset with my son right now. He broke his hand playing baseball.
You can't be mad at a kid for breaking his hand.
I am so upset with my son right now. He broke his hand playing baseball.
You can't be mad at a kid for breaking his hand.
I am so upset with my son right now. He broke his hand playing baseball.
You can't be mad at a kid for...
What if you could do...
My daddy's got a BMW.
Well, my daddy drives a Mercedes.
My father drives an Aston Martin. My papa drives a Rolls Royce.
My dad drives a Ram 1500.
My daddy's got a BMW.
Well, my daddy drives a Mercedes.
My father drives an Aston Martin. My papa drives a Rolls Royce. My dad drives a Ram 1500.
My daddy's got a BMW.
Well, my daddy drives a Mercedes.
My father drives an Aston Martin. My papa drives a Rolls Royce. My dad drives...
Where's the cheese?
It's under the sauce.
There's no cheese on it.
It's under the sauce.
Like, I'm Italian and this is hurting me.
It's from Chicago.
But it's just
The
sauce.
cheese is under the sauce.
That's not enough cheese.
Cheese is...
Where's the cheese?
It's under the sauce.
There's Where's the cheese?
It's under the sauce.
There's no cheese on it.
It's under the sauce.
Like, I'm Italian and this is hurting me.
It's from Chicago.
But it's just
The
sauce.
cheese is under the sauce.
That's not enough cheese.
Cheese is under the sauce.
It's not enough. It's under the sauce. Where's the cheese?
It's under the sauce.
There's no cheese on it.
It's under the sauce.
You'll see what really happens if I'm gone! Mr. Sun, he is very sorry. No, I'm not. Let him leave. Let's see what happens. You idiot! You know why they call it the solar system? Now we're gonna be a bunch of frozen Plutos drifting through space. We need the sun's gravitational pull to stay in orbit! I didn't...
I'll try to keep us together with my own gravity, but I don't know if it'll be enough.
I thought you crazy Earthlings were gonna be the death of us all, not your own stupidity! Okay, I'm sorry, son. Alright? Just don't leave. I was bluffing! I'm not going anywhere, guys.
Sea of Thieves, we sailing with the team. We're headed up north as far as the eye.
Switch to Chrome.
Sea of Thieves, we sailing with the team. We're headed up.
Switch to Chrome to stay in sync across devices. So
I like the way you kiss me. I can tell you miss me.
Ready to bring your brand into the real world? Shopify is ready for that too. With a retail point of sale.
The school system makes absolutely no sense, but the school system really does suck. At least for the US, alright? It is really buns. I don't know how it be in other countries. Maybe y'all are big ballin', but us in the US, I don't know, man. Not really sure how other school systems compare. I'm sure some of y'all have it brutal too. But waking up at 5:30, that's not the move. The school start times are not good at all. The start time is what makes it the nightmare. 5:30 is nuts. I'd rather eat some exotic bug that international countries serve than fucking go to that shit for 4 more years. And how does the start time get earlier as you get older? Doesn't make sense. I was literally fucking up at 5 in the morning when I was 4 years old watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse on the Disney Channel. I was ready to go. I was ready to have a fun day at school. Well, it actually was fun in elementary school. And then after that, school just got progressively trash. And that's because the start times got earlier, so of course you dread it even more. So you get there, 7 a.m. hits, and oof, you gotta go to your first class, and it's fucking music. Like, at least if I'm wasting 6 hours of my life to be here every day, at least teach me some useful shit. You know what I'm saying? Not teaching me how to play a janky-ass recorder. I'm sorry I had to put your ears through that. Like, you'd think it'd be actually, like, making music in FL Studio, but it's not. It's about playing a jank-ass recorder, and that's it. I don't know if it got any better in high school. I didn't want to take the risk. And I already had to take art, and we all know how that turned out. And if you were really passionate about music or playing an instrument, playing a jank-ass recorder is a waste of time. Because you were probably already playing an instrument outside of school. Like how I was playing a sport outside of school. I don't get it. But know what they really got to be teaching? How to fix shit, how to balance your life, cooking. Like, bro, I don't know how to cook nothing. All I know is how to cook eggs. That's about it, bro. I do not know how to use a grill. Like, I'll probably set the fucking house on fire if I did. Like, what if someone was passionate for cooking or being an electrician? Like, they would go to no prior knowledge. The entire point of it is to prepare you, I'm assuming. And because of that, everybody just be dicking around all day. Like, no one's taking it serious. These useless-ass classes don't prepare you for the real world. Seriously, what the hell is trigonometry? Trigonometry? I remember that class. I had to fucking take it because it was a part of geometry. And the teacher was just speaking hieroglyphics the whole time. Sine, cosine, and more alien hieroglyphic ass language. Now, obviously, the teacher was a nice person, but I just did not fucking get it. And now, of course, if it was really important, like basic math, I probably would have went to the teacher and asked for help, but it's not. When am I ever gonna use this shit in the future? That's what I thought to myself, and I didn't go for extra help. I just got through it. Like, I'm not going through the extra bullshit if it's useless. Like, what career path are you even gonna use the Pythagorean theorem for? Yeah, it ain't preparing shit, bro. Like, oh my god. Like, nah, the amount of times I think of scenarios where I'm, like, stuck on the highway and I need to fix a tire, I'm gonna be, like, YouTubing a video on how to fix a tire. And then I'll remember out of nowhere.
Today, I'm gonna show you how to fix a flat tire. Have you ever been in a situation like this?
Oh, that's right. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Woo, woo.
But I don't know how to fix a tire, pay taxes, literally any adult shit. I don't know how to do that. Like, that's something a teacher should be teaching me how to do, and not trigonometry. And just because school was teaching me this bullshit, I'm gonna be calling up my dad one day like, hey dad, I got a problem with the pipes. I need you to come fix it ASAP. No, Rocky. Thanks, bye. Like, obviously, it doesn't hurt to ask for help, because I'm gonna be the owner of a household one day, you know? I gotta know how to do this stuff. Like, just in case the roof leaks or some shit, and I'm, like, fucking swimming next thing I know. Maybe some teachers you had a good teaching method, which helped you retain the information, but some teachers just suck at it, and they just promote memorization. So, of course, I'm not gonna retain the information. And I'm sure if you're not really passionate about a class, you'll notice the information just poof, just disappears out your brain after the summer, because you don't care about it. Or maybe even after, like, a few weeks, who even knows? I don't know if this is because of school or I just have a really shitty memory, but sometimes I just be studying shit just for the test, and then, boom, once the test is over, I just completely forget the information. Now, I will give credit where credit is due. Some teachers actually make you passionate about the information. I don't know how they do it, but it's like some fucking magic. There are some teachers who make it an absolute...
Parece que algunos están destinados a ser líderes. Nacidos con confianza, bendecidos con talento, dotados de sabiduría.
Absolute fucking snooze fest to learn the information. They just do a boring lecture, write the little notes. Okay, this is A, B, C, D. All right, the economic and political state of the world and more philosophical bullshit that you, Mr. Duck, have to memorize for the next examination coming up. That's 100% of your... And Roseanne is Charlie Brown at timing. Like, it's boring. So yeah, it's kind of hard to make, you know, someone who already doesn't care about the subject passionate about it. If someone's teaching it like fucking monotone as shit, I'd just be memorizing shit for the test. I mean, props to fucking Nielsen over there for learning literally everything. Like, his brain's probably like as big as fucking Roger from American Dad at this point. I don't know how you learn all this shit at once. Like, your brain just soaks it all up like a fucking sponge. Like, it's so many subjects, too many. And it's all jam-packed into a 6-hour day. Now, college is better about this. Again, you can pick your own schedule, but before that, you had to sit there for 6 fucking hours. And maybe in some other countries, it's more than 6 hours. I'm currently in college, and there's still some teachers that are treating me like I'm a kindergartner, holding my fucking hand. No phones, no laptops. Like, bro, it is my choice whether I want to pay attention or not. But at least I can leave the room on my own accord. But in high school, nope, can't even do shit. Because I gotta raise my hand to leave the class to take a piss, to do a human function. Even some kids gotta raise their hand to drink a water, to do another human function. Like, obviously, we've been known this. This is not a secret. Like, you can't make someone try in school. Like, they have to have the desire to do it. School days feel way too long just because I'm extremely tired at 7 in the morning. And because I've got to get up at 7 in the morning, my focus is hindered. Nothing's gonna stick. If no one's concentrated, no one's focused, nothing's gonna get done. Like, you're just gonna be sitting there like... So, of course, you're sleep deprived, so what do? You get food so you can concentrate on what's going on. Duck, honey, no food in class. Thank you. This rule is the vein of my existence. I talked about it in my school rules videos. Okay, the school system, bro. Like, you gotta listen up, man. Like, if you want your students to focus, you gotta let people bring in some eats. Because we all know we're not eating breakfast. At 5 in the morning. Like, at the very least, that could help people focus. Obviously, not like a 5-star Gordon Ramsay cooked up meal made in a fancy restaurant. Now, there were teachers that didn't care that I ate a snack, and they were the goats. And for the teachers that did, fuck you. Like, focus obviously is very important when you're trying to learn things, trying to get shit done. And if you don't even got that in school, how do you even expect to have that when you get home? Most people, when they get home from school, either crash, take a nap, eat a snack, play video games, play a sport, go outside, go to the gym, do anything besides do homework. Like, who wants to do homework when they get home? Like, people already feel like their creativity just went poof out the window because they just got home from a 6-hour jail shift. Nobody's doing homework, I can promise you that. That was always a last-minute thing on my agenda. Whenever I got home from school, my creativity was just drained. Maybe you have a sport, maybe you have a job, and I'm sure most of you can vouch that, yes, my performance is much worse if I'm in a building 6 hours a day trying to learn the most useless and hieroglyphic-ass shit. But yeah, school definitely is selling the bag on that one. The internet. A blessing and a curse. There was some cursed ass shit on there, but when you need to find out how to do something or fix a problem, it comes in so clutch. And you know how clutch YouTube videos are? That teachers play them motherfuckers in class. Why the fuck am I even here? If you got a goddamn YouTube video on the board, talk about a flipped classroom. I'll give you a flipped classroom because we all know you just want to be a bum and be lazy. Okay, Sal? Thanks, buddy. Ha ha ha. What did we learn from Sal today? Yeah, that's how most of my math classes went. Khan Academy was like my saving grace because, well, I didn't really learn shit. looking shit up on the internet half the time. Google was and still is my slime, because I already know damn well most of us have cheated on a test before, unless you didn't want to run the risk of getting caught. But most of us cheat because of the shitty grading system. Now, there's like a better grading system in some of the other classes they're like implementing into my college, and that shit is fucking goated. Like, you complete things and complete it to a certain standard, and boom, you get a check mark, you get 100. And that's it. That's the grading system. It is literally fucking heaven on earth, bro. I'm not even joking. Every time I get one of those classes in college, you know I'm getting turned. Because the amount of stress that comes with trying to do well on a test and not get an F is crazy. If I get like a 26 on a test, bro, like I might as well just fucking give up. Like, there's literally no coming back from that. And that could seriously lead to some stress and like poor mental health and shit. Now, this segment is about to be how to get through this shit because, well, I'm not going to sit there and rant about the school system and not give you a solution. And you know, only real goats who watch to the end of the video will get a solution. SparkNotes, that will summarize any book for you. If they don't have it on SparkNotes, then there's plenty of other websites like Shmoop. Shmoop was the GOAT because all these teachers had underground-ass book. Or I would just use any other websites and Google search answers or whatever it is, but you can't directly copy and paste things from SparkNotes or Google because obviously you'll get caught. All right, there's like this turnitin.com thing, and how to avoid that is Quillbot, baby, Quillbot. Such a fucking clutch. So if you want to ever copy and paste anything, copy and paste it into Quillbot, paraphrase it, change up the words a little bit, make it sound like how you would talk personally, and boom, no one will suspect a thing. You're not plagiarizing, you're just using your sources. Now, this has been the most clutch by far. Photomath. The absolute math speedrun homework king, bro. And if you gotta learn it for a test, Khan Academy. ChatGPT, bro. Now, this one you gotta be careful because you could get expelled, a 0. Like, you gotta be really smart about this one. And now I know this is gonna sound stupid, but you gotta un-NPCify the paper. Take the NPC juice out of the paper. Basically, have it create your rough draft and then go in and humanize the paper. And have your friends help you. Do your work together, too. Don't copy directly with what they do, but paraphrase it. Make it similar, and you will be A-okay. Clearly, you enjoyed the video if you made it this far. Click on that playlist right there. Go click it now. Hurry.
Snow days. There is no greater human joy than waking up to a winter wonderland that, with its frosty magic, also canceled school. Well, no more, because schools are canceling snow days. Some school systems have decided distance learning has worked so well, might as well keep those tools around. This way, when there's too much snow to physically drag students in, we can still mentally drag them in. What kind of villains are you? The worst kind. The kind doing something for your own good. You don't want students to miss learning, do you? We all agree that each and every individual day of school matters to keep kids from falling behind. We don't all agree. This is horrifying. Internet, where are you? Where's #SaveSnowDays to protect us? Shh, we don't need that. No, you cannot take away the human experience of being on a dark winter's night, unable to face the next day. Then, when thin clouds appear on the horizon, giving you faint hope, you beg with all of your belief to make it happen. And when it does happen, it is the most epic experience of low to high, combining the triple joys of snow and freedom and getting out of something that you totally shouldn't have. There are only so many days of such great glory in a human life. But, say some school boards, that number of days will be 0 forever. And I fear this snow day cancellation pestilation will spread because the school system, with its bureaucracies and committees, loves its checkboxes checked, its percentages maxed, and its attendance punch cards punched. Snow days mess all that up, so the system, wielding the ultimate banality of evil, cancels snow days. Look, I'm just gonna say it. This is a crime against childhood. Yes, I am going to play the Won't Somebody Please Think of the Children card. Teenagers, I know you hate this, but it's in your best interest to just roll with it. But seriously, protecting snow days is what this card was made to play. Those who want to cancel snow days should be forced to look into the wide, excited eyes of a little girl waking up to experience her very first snow day and tell her, no, you can't play outside. Why? because it's super important that today, right now, you learn about what a newspaper front page in England 300 years ago thought was important. And you also must know the French conjugation of the verb to have fun. Je m'amuse, tu t'amuses, nous nous amusons. This is what matters. If you can do that while thinking you are doing good, you are a heartless monster extinguishing the light of a child. A child who, while on their kiddie conference call with their ickle headset, listening to a teacher tell them fractions are fun too, will resolve the cognitive dissonance by deciding the whole world is pointlessly cruel, and with a sigh say, "This is the way it is. This is how it will be. Humanity is subservient to checkboxes." No, this shall not pass. Don't cancel snow days, cancel killjoy committees. Hashtag save snow days.
I am so upset with my son right now. He broke his hand playing baseball.
I'm Rizzler, I'm gonna rizz you up. Try me. Are you a microwave? Because it's supposed to be the humming sound that a microwave does. I try. No, I am not a microwave. Dang. I bet you're still hot though. Nope, it's cold here. Do you know what's hot though? What? Me. Do you have a fever? I got a fever for you. That's concerning. Not as concerning as how hot you are. Well, I don't have a fever. I bet your heart beats a little faster when I'm near. Why? Are you a scary dog? No. But I bite. Why? Are you rabies? Well, it's been known to be an incurable disease. And I'm definitely incurable around you. Bad for you then. You're gonna catch it soon enough. I'll wear a mask. I think you'll still melt when I lay eyes upon you. Mask or no mask? Nope, I'm not an ice. Then why are you so damn cool? Because I have fans. I wish I was one of them. Nope, you can never be one of them. Damn, you're cold. Makes sense, it's minus 50 degrees here. Why don't we bring that temperature up? How are you gonna change the weather? No, I'm gonna bring the heat. Sure, go bring the heather. I don't need a heather. I'm all the heat you need. You are not the sun. I'm hotter than the sun. I doubt that. Well, you'll know it's the truth when you're burning up with me. I don't want to go to hell with you. Well, I'm definitely taking you.
Wix is your platform to perform on.
Come on, Moon, let's go. We're coming. Oh, please don't tell me we're gonna crash on the dark side of the moon. Their longest-held dream was to visit their moon, Luna. I don't know if we can ever be friends after all this, but I'd like to try, if you're willing to give me another chance.
Shopify's point-of-sale system helps you sell at every stage of your business. With fast and secure payment, card readers you can rely on, and one place to manage it all. Whatever the stage, businesses that grow with Shopify.
Northern Essex Community College. Start here and achieve. Start here and connect. Start here and save.
This is you, this is your family tree, and this is your family tree explained. You have parents, and your parents have parents. These are your grandparents, who also have parents, your great-grandparents. Keep adding parents, keep adding greats. For every G in the name, there is one generation in between you and that person. Grandparents, 1 G, 1 generational in-betweener. Great-great-great-grandparents, 4 Gs, 4 in-betweeners. Continuing with the basics, you have siblings and so do your parents. These are your aunts and uncles. Up the tree, you may call these people your great aunts and uncles, but your grandparents' siblings are really your grand aunts and uncles. Greats are reserved for the levels above grand. Your great-grandparents' siblings are your great-grand aunts and uncles. Now, down the tree, your siblings' children are your nieces and nephews, collectively nibblings, and you are their aunt or uncle. Their children are your grandnieces and nephews, and you are their grand aunt or uncle. We've gone up and we've gone down, and now it's time to go sideways. When you get married, you get everyone's favorite, in-laws. You're on the same level of the family tree as your spouse's siblings. You're a kind of pseudo-sibling. All the new family's relationships to you are the same as to your spouse, but they get the in-law prefix. It's pretty straightforward except for one case. In-law, but are your siblings-in-law's spouses also your siblings-in-law? It's a little unclear. Alright, enough with the in-laws, it's on to the reason you're probably watching this video. Cousins. Your aunt and uncle's children are your cousins, but there are many kinds of cousins, and to better understand them, we need to simplify this family tree and think downward. Here's you, your children, and your grandchildren. Your grandchildren are first cousins to each other, and their children, your great-grandchildren, are second cousins to each other, and so on. The cousin number is the same as the G rule. It tells you how many in-betweeners until the connection on the family tree. Fourth cousins, 4 in-betweeners, and a shared great-great-great-grandparent. According to the rule, your first cousins and you connect at your grandparent. And second cousins share a great-grandparent connection. Just match the cousin number with the number of G's and you're all set. Simple. Side note here, continuing this rule in reverse means that siblings can technically call each other zeroth cousins, which they totally should. And you are your own negative first cousin? Weird. All done here now, nothing more to talk about. Oh right, the once removed thing. You may have noticed these cousins are all on the same level. Removed just describes how many generations apart people are. For example, what's the family connection between these two? Start by taking the smaller cousin number, first cousins, and count the levels apart. Once removed. These are first cousins twice removed, thrice removed. And these are second cousins once removed. Doing all this on our simplified drawing of your descendants is a bit too easy, as most family trees look more like this. The rules are still the same, first cousins, second cousins, and the removed, but it is a bit harder to tell quickly who exactly is your second cousin twice removed or your great-grand-aunt-in-law. To help, there is a chart you can download which will both make it much easier to figure out what grand-nibbling or cousin removed you are to anyone at the next family reunion, and obviously show how cool you are. Now we're really done, unless you start thinking about the math of all of these family members. Just how many great-great-great-great-grandparents do you have? 64? And those great ex-grandparents had kids, giving you a whole lot of cousins. This chart happens to stop at 10th cousins, of which you may have more than 2,000, which seems like way too many, but these numbers both have big, possibly unsettling asterisks attached to
One thing about every space flight simulator parts. Fairing. You can remove fairing lines in the middle if you have skin expansion. Frontier engine. It burns 5 tons of fuel in 12 seconds. Fuel tank. You can put parachute on the 2 ends of a fuel tank to make a thinner fuel tank. Hawk engine. It is likely the most used engine in space flight simulator. Heat shield. Heat shield can adapt to fairings. Ion engine. Ion engine does not have to be connected to a fuel tank. One thing about every space
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother? Brother, what's that? What's that, brother? Brother, what's that? What's that?